Coming up on Texas Parks and Wildlife.
My eyes affect me, yes.
Is it the ride of the feeder?
But I'm still gonna do what I love. That's the bottom line.
A quick and easy way to use the coals from your fire to make an oven out of a pot.
I don't really get nervous, but my adrenaline does get pumping. These fascinate me. Oh.
Texas Parks and Wildlife, a television series for all outdoors.
Hi, Karen, come on. Come on, buddy.
Meet Cole Johnson.
So I've been volunteering here for 6 years now.
He loves dogs.
This is Cherub. We normally take him for a walk, and the point of going for a walk is to get them used to a leash. Good boy, Cherub. So getting them used to traffic sound so they're not terrified of that really loud traffic sound whenever they get adopted.
Cole comes here every week to help get these dogs outside and one step closer to a new home.
To watch them open up, and to be trusting to people and wanting to get attention and wanting to play and loving life, that's the big one for me.
Loving life. That's what this story is about. You see, Cole keeps a very bright outlook, considering that he is legally blind.
Just slowly gone to where it is now, and it will continue slowly going.
Other side, same thing.
And they could go unstable, and I could lose it all, very quickly. Just trying to, use what I have while I have it.
Good to see you. How you been?
Good.
You been doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Good, excellent. I noticed that you're having some difficulty still kind of with the lights and light sensitivity. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else you're having trouble at the bottom one? So it started out where he wasn't seeing as well, wondering if he needed maybe a change in glasses.
I can't do the next one.
That was not it. It was actually the functioning of the cells was degenerating, and that was causing the decrease in his vision and his function.
I have cone rod dystrophy with ring scotoma. The cone rod dystrophy has to do with the retina.
And this area has some splotchiness to it.
So over a distance, my clarity and detail is worse and worse as further it goes. Same and 5 is worse.
Worse, okay.
And then the ring scotoma.
And tell me if it ever disappears.
Right there.
Right there, okay.
Is the big blind spot that goes around in the center of my vision. So I can see on the very outside, and then there's a big ring or a donut that is blind, and then I have the very center.
It's kind of unpredictable. We don't know. Probably even do that little tiniest one. Am I going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be decreased or diminished?
Big, big, big eyes. That's
Am I going to wake up, in 10 years and not be able to see anything?
flash.
But he's really accepted it well, and he's doing as much as he can with his vision loss. It's awesome. Good, you can sit back and relax, I know. Whew.
I have a little lip right there.
Cole's day job is as a disability specialist.
I'll measure the doorway. I'm familiar with all the laws and rules, which just means a lot of measuring. 35 inches. And just make sure that people with any ability can get in. The only 2 things that I found were the door width is 1 inch too short, and then the handle itself needs to be one that someone doesn't have to grab it. I'm gonna use my phone to measure the slope.
Cole is here to check the trail down to the park's waterfall.
Is the water up or low right now?
It's up. We've got a little rain.
All right.
This trail right here that we're on, this is the Onion Creek Hike and Bike Trail. This is the most popular trail in the park, and McKinney sees about 300,000 visitors a year. And we're always looking for ways to make it more accessible.
About 1 in 5 Texans, 20%, have a disability of some kind. And for 20% of the population to not get to the falls or whatever brings people to that state park, they should be allowed to get there just like anybody else can.
Absolutely, it's just having a level of knowledge and then looking through that knowledge as a lens.
7.8% slope right here.
So what would be a goal slope?
5%.
5%. And looking at how we can rearrange this or look at this in a different way to make things more accessible for folks.
It's all pretty good. It's a little steep. If they just had like maybe 1 or 2 resting spots, or maybe the slope is just a little bit better, not quite as steep, it wouldn't be much of a problem at all.
Excellent.
And to be able to point it out, you know, it turns on a light bulb for people, and it feels great to be able to do that and to help people see stuff that they just don't see.
Just like you and me, Cole has to hit the store.
We are shopping at HEB for my groceries. I come about once a week. My housemate brings me. I generally know where most stuff is, not all the time. Jalapenos. Like for produce, I can't really see if it has a bad spot, so I'll feel it more. That one's good. And use my sense of touch more than my eyes. Tomatoes can be kind of hard. Has a little bad spot on it, I can feel it. Mushiness isn't necessarily a bad thing with tomatoes. That'll work.
What may seem like a simple shopping trip
Depends on how my eyes are that day.
can sometimes get complicated.
What in the hell? They moved my pasta sauce and I don't know where it is, so I have to take a picture and look for it on my phone. I can tell that there's glass jars full of red sauce. I can't read any kind of words or labels. That's it right there. And it's right above coupons. It's right there, right where the aisle breaks.
Cole takes the challenges in stride.
That one.
He's even more confident in the kitchen.
So cooking has always been something I've always enjoyed ever since I was a kid. I don't really use my eyes. I just kind of feel around, and I've taught myself how to keep my fingers out of the way. I use deer pretty much all the time, knowing that, you know, I know exactly where this thing came from. I know how it was harvested because I did it. Garlic powder. That is important to me, and I do like that I have that knowledge of, you know, where it's coming from. Smells like cinnamon. They're a great combination. Time for cheese. I love to eat to begin with. I also like to cook, so I should be able to do whatever I enjoy, regardless of what vision I do or don't have. They're done. My eyes, they have influence on my life, but they don't control my life. So if I want to cook, then I'm going to cook. If I want to eat, I'm going to eat. And if I want to hunt, I'm going to hunt. That's just kind of been my life. My eyes affect me, yes. There was a fawn, but I think he ran off. But I'm still going to do what I love. That's the bottom line. I enjoy being out, just watching the deer, the birds, you know, whatever else is moving around. Just relaxing.
For scouting trips, Cole uses his tiny video camera to get a closer look.
And I had this idea just, hey, what if I started recording? I can kind of record stuff that I can't see with binoculars. I can zoom in more. A few deer down there. I also have videos of a few fights that we've had. It's super cool. I mean, you can see it coming right before it happens. They get all big and stiff and ears tucked back, and a lot of people don't get to see that. It's cool to watch, for sure.
Cole and his dad, Jody, have been hunting here since 2011.
I just fell in love with the South Texas brush country, and everything down here will sting you, scratch you, or bite you. It doesn't matter. And in the cool of the evenings or the early mornings, it just transitions into like a huge zoo. There's so many different animals that come up. I mean, there's all kinds of different species, from tortoises to cottontails to bobcats to big white-tailed deer, and man, it's crazy. It's just the wildest place in Texas, I think.
I mean, I'm just like anybody else down here.
You got your knife, buddy? There you go.
You know, some of the typical rank chores, filling feeders and getting firewood. I'm gonna do 400.
You're gonna shoot a 400?
Yeah. Check them to make sure my rifle's, you know, good to go, accurate.
Nice and slow.
In general, I mean, I can do just what anyone else can do here.
Bingo.
Oh, I hit it first shot. Holy moly.
He loves to spend so much time out here at the ranch.
That's awesome.
Man, that is awesome. And he just excels in it in so many ways. And it's just a wonderful experience to be able to watch somebody grow up and enjoy that part of their life. Man, great South Texas rare cold morning. Ought to be a good hunt today, right, Paul?
Yes, sir. You know, kind of the primary bonding time I have with my dad. We both enjoy it. We have this opportunity to do it, so pretty much what we do.
Got a lot of deer. Typically a pretty populated part of the ranch. Good place to be.
To shoot safely, these two run down a checklist before Cole ever pulls the trigger.
We identify what deer we're looking at. Okay, to the right of the feeder,
Yes, sir.
there's a good doe standing out there. You know, he knows what I want to know, and I know what he needs to know. Got her?
Broadside.
Mm-hmm. It just connects and it really comes together, and when it happens, it's really a great experience. How do you feel?
I feel good. Just because you have a disability, whatever it is,
Good shot.
you can still get out and experience, you know, the outdoors and nature.
Way to go.
You know, you can get out and you can do it.
It's the greatest feeling in the world.
2, 3, cheese. All right.
Man, you know, just the feeling to be able to watch him succeed and make any dad proud.
And that evening, who do you think is back in the blind, enjoying the last beautiful light of one more day?
To be able to see it now while I still can. But just to have it here and have the opportunity at my age with how my eyes are now, and just, you know, using the vision that I have while I have it. I'm not gonna waste it.
On a crisp February morning at Cleburne State Park, south of Fort Worth, a group arrives to get set for their monthly meetup. While they have an almost religious devotion to their gathering, this is not a church group. And while they share some specialized knowledge, it's no secret society either. In fact, sharing their secrets is part of why they gather. These folks are members of the Lone Star Dutch Oven Society,
Probably good right there.
the Chisholm Trail chapter to be precise, and they are preparing for a dog.
When we get together, it's called a dog, a Dutch oven gathering.
That just means they're about to fix lunch.
We cook and we eat and we talk about cooking and eating.
Should be really good when it comes out.
The Dutch oven is a cast iron cook pot, but not just any. It holds a special status in Texas, shared with the bluebonnet, the mockingbird, and the pecan tree, among other icons. The legislature even named it the official cooking implement of the state of Texas, in case you didn't know we had one of those.
They burn really well.
Lavoy Oates is about to make the official state food in his.
We're gonna be cooking chili. My wife can't eat real spicy chili, but she's not here today, so I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. Yeah.
When the cats are what?
That's it. I'll mix all that up. Then add a little cayenne pepper in this one here anyway. But we don't add beans to it. No beans.
You're in Texas.
That's right.
So it's called chili with beans.
Chili don't have beans, but this is chili with beans.
That'd be good. It's just a Texas thing.
You're right.
Now some people kind of get upset being in Texas, you don't add beans to your chili.
Every third Saturday, we just get together and cook, and
just something that we do just for fun.
Step aside diets and make way for the casserole.
We're cooking chicken Alfredo casserole.
Chicken cordon bleu casserole.
It's just a beanie weenie casserole, chicken enchilada casserole, Mexican rice, and a bundt cake.
Oh yeah, and the desserts.
Bread pudding. Also a crumb cake.
Anything that you can cook on your stove at home, we can cook in a Dutch oven with one exception.
And that is ice cream. And Rick Alexander proved that out here one day.
Can't cook ice cream on your stove at home, but I can make it in a Dutch oven.
He made ice cream in a Dutch oven. You sure did.
There's always a lot of variety. There's a lot of different dishes.
And then I'll add my secret spices to it. And it's really not secret, it's just garlic salt, onion flakes, oregano.
You reckon I could try that when you're done?
Yes, sir.
All right. The skills that they're teaching are skills that have been used for literally hundreds of years. This is the same sort of cooking that someone may have done on the Chisholm Trail, which runs right through here.
It's kind of associated with the cook on the cattle drives, on the chuck wagon.
The ovens came west with the pioneers.
When pioneers and travelers would travel across the United States, it was a quick and easy way to use the coals from your fire to make an oven out of a pot. And it's been modified and tweaked and perfected since then, but it's still the same basic techniques. Those techniques still work very, very well today.
This type of cooking is a little more precise in that you're using briquettes. They put out a certain amount of heat. You can use a certain number of briquettes and get real precise with your heating. They call these camp Dutch ovens. So if it has the ring in the legs, it's called a camp Dutch oven. And they put the ring on there so it'll hold the charcoal.
They've been coming here for years, teaching Dutch oven techniques and sharing their experience and sharing their food with visitors here at the park.
The number of coals in that ring, it's pretty close to the diameter of the pot plus 4. It's not really complicated. It's just, there's just a few tricks and things that you learn to do that makes all the difference in the world as to whether or not you burn something, whether you get it completely done.
We'll let that simmer there for a little while.
It takes about 15 to 20 briquettes to cook your entire dinner. Add one to the top and one to the bottom for 25 degrees. These people are absolutely amazing.
That looks really good.
Just after noon, cooking is complete, and pots are lined up buffet style. Some curious visitors, perhaps drawn by delicious aromas, are welcomed to join.
We're eating lunch. You want some lunch? You're welcome. It's all cooked in the Dutch oven. Yeah, go right ahead. And you're welcome to eat with us.
They always invite people to try what they have cooked, to call them, email them, and learn the trade. They've been asked to do this demonstration monthly somewhere else, and they choose to keep coming back here to their park, Cleburne State Park. And we're just thankful to have them.
Recipes and laughs are shared, and a few new folks are introduced to an old way of cooking.
The food is really good. We have a lot of fun, cooking outdoors. I think the number one thing is just the people. Food, fun, and fellowship, that's what it's all about.
Needless to say, no one leaves with an empty stomach.
I like to say if you come to one of our events and you go home hungry, you're not doing it right.
Like this one's pollinated, but this one isn't. Hey, there's a bee. What?
If you find bees in your backyard, you should count yourself lucky because all of our plants in Texas require pollination. Some are pollinated through wind, but many are pollinated by our native bees, honeybees, wasps, butterflies, and other pollinators. However, if you do find a hive that's in a place that's not appropriate, maybe it's in an area that you need to mow or it's too close to the house, you do have an option. You don't have to actually exterminate those hives.
My name is Whitney Nolan. We're in Austin, Texas at my home, and I'm having some bees removed from my house. So here's the back where I have my goat pen tied into my shed and my chicken coop that I built on the end of the goat pen. Back here is the tree where I've got my main hive, and you can tell she's blaring. She's full. She's like a full tummy.
Yeah, that's a beautiful hive.
It's awesome. A few years back, I installed 2 owl houses, one in the front yard and one in the backyard. And I had screech owls that inhabited both boxes for about 2 years. Then after that, bees started taking over the box in the back. One year, the hive was so big, they broke off and they swarmed and they inhabited the front owl house. And now I have bees in the front owl house. The tree is weaker now. I'm thinking about having the front one removed. I want it to be safe for the neighborhood, and also if I ever need to do anything with that tree, I want the bees to be safe.
I'm gonna light it, put it in the bottom, get the smoker going. My name is Peyton Price. I'm a bee specialist with the American Honeybee Protection Agency. Even if it's a small hive or you're not doing much, it's always good to have smoke for safety concerns. Keep the bees a little more docile, move them where I want to. We're at a client's house. She has a hive and an owl box in her front yard and a tree. We are removing it today. We're gonna take it out to one of our apiaries and give it a new home. I don't really get nervous, but my adrenaline does get pumping. Bees fascinate me. This is a perfect bee home. First thing I'm gonna do is smoke them a little bit. A little smoke, I can get them kind of go back into the hive to the back. They've got some escape holes on the bottom I'm gonna seal. Now I won't smash any bees when I set that box down. So we got a couple of the guard bees coming out front. I can smell their pheromones on me. It kind of smells like bananas. All right, I got it all taped up. They're all retreated back into the hive. I'm gonna dislodge this bottom nail. And we've almost got this one out. There we go, it's free. So the top nail's about to come out. Try not to break the back of the box off. And we are free. So I've got the hive down. I'm just gonna set these ladies here for now. So I'm just setting them over here in this area so they have a place to regroup over the next couple of days. If I was to take this hive right now, I would not get to take all of the forager bees with the hive itself. They would stay here, they'd either die or very unlikely find another colony. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this box here until either the sun goes down or before the sun comes up another day, when all the forager bees come back to the original hive, and then I will take them all at once to the new location, their new home.
Oh man, this is beautiful, yeah. So what do we have here, Peyton?
Yeah, here we are. We're at one of our newest co-ops.
Right on. First of all, in the state of Texas, if you have 5 acres or more, you can get an agricultural exemption for allowing us to bring bees there. You removed a beehive earlier.
Yeah, let's check it out. See how they've taken their new box.
Oh, that's a nice hive. We come out and we place the bees that we catch that are feral, and we bring them to the property, and we care for them, and they produce honey and wax, propolis, things like that we harvest. See, so you see in this one, you see the syrup that they're bringing in. Those look good. This is a really good thing. Way to go, Peyton. We'll come back in a couple weeks.
Texas has a wonderful variety of bees. As you're out walking around in nature, take a look at some of the bees that are pollinating flowers around Texas.
I mean, they're full of honey.
For the most part, what we really encourage people to do is understand what bees are doing, what wasps are doing when they're out in the environment, and where they can be tolerated and when they might need to be relocated.